see what they can do. And of course, we know EBS, the second team of Evo, also strong players. And they're a bit more established in this competitive environment. So we will see. We're going live for the first round. Everyone making the start so far, but we have this one S4D coming up. This right-hand downhill. Everyone going for it. Let's hop to the back, maybe to Bad to see something, to see what's happening. Bad now catching up with a bit less airtime, more direct line, but gets not that good of a speed advantage as he wants. Also going a bit high in the wall. Let's have a look at Kartoffelstampf as he's trying to battle it out with Bad. We see Lukki in first, followed by Mari and Purple. Purple now overtaking Mari. Then Infected and Kartoffelstampf. Kartoffelstampf with a bit more speed, but more outside line than Infected. Getting him even more speed, but can he keep it though? Mario, in the meantime, got between Lukki and Purple and is now trying to attack Lukki, who is going to be in front. It's Mari first, Lukki, Infected, Kartoffelstampf, and Purple. This, if no one else finishes, is a round that will be a draw. We will see where is Bad. Bad didn't finish, is a draw. The first map, or the first match, is therefore getting interesting from the start on. So, second round, both players still with 0 points, trying to get the first points into the map. Everyone surviving the start. Until now, no one going for the infamous wall strat there. Loses, of course, a lot of speed. We see again Lukki and Kartoffelstampf trying to get into first and second, but Bad is in the way. Different lines through these transitions here. Bad with a little bit less speed, maybe a slight mistake from his usual performance. We don't know, but we have Lukki and Kartoffelstampf in first and second, followed by the whole EBS lineup and Purple. So currently JUT with the full lineup being in first to third, but Mari with a bit more speed but awkward line trying to get back, but the JUT guys are established in their lineup, all going for the risky fin, all making it. It's an ace for JUT, making it 1-0 in the second round. And Lukki writing AAAs, no one else jumping on that, but okay, it's an ace for JUT, showing they are strong, they are ready to win, and this time also consistent as no one dropped out, either on the EBS side nor on the JUT side. So yeah, this time again different lines through the start, but everyone making it. I believe it was Mari going for a bit, like she went for a bit more airtime there to make it more safe, to stay away from the walls. But of course it lost a bit of speed, and I think she is behind now. Yes, she is. We see Infected making a slight mistake there, or major mistake, giving the lead to Lukki and Kartoffelstampf. Mari trying to get back. Higher line, bit of a radical right turn there. Lukki making the mistake, Kartoffelstampf now alone at first. Mari making the mistake. Let's have a look. Lukki is behind. Where is Bad? Bad is in between, behind Purple and Kartoffelstampf, currently in the 1-2. Bad is out, and it's a 1-2 for JUT, as JUT is the only team currently able to finish, and Bad is not even going for the finish. Yeah, it's the second point for JUT, making it 2-0, and yeah, that wasn't even Castle's curse, I hope. So, JUT moving up 2 points against EBS, who all failed this map. Oh, someone going extremely wide in the start. I think it was Kartoffelstampf. Is he still alive? He is, but just very wide. Is behind the field now. Can he get back though? We've seen strong performance from him so far in the middle part. Purple also dropping a bit behind. Lukki in first position. No, Mari actually in first position, battling out of Lukki. Bad also joining the team, or his teammates. Kartoffelstampf also trying to get into the mix to defend his teammate. Different lines through the wall here. Kartoffelstampf now with a higher line trying to get back into this field. Lower airtime clips, and that is not a very good strat. Lukki still in second position. Infected is also out. Kartoffelstampf is still in the mix. Lukki battling with Mari still for first position. Both missed the fin. Oh, Mari made the finish. Lukki missed, but can he finish though? He can, and that's another point for JUT, making it 3-0. And yeah, interesting rounds so far. We've seen similar mistakes than last round. So yeah, let's see what EBS can do, whether they can make a comeback or not. JUT currently in the lead and look like they can establish their lead. Everyone making the start now, no one really going that way, as we've seen last round. KRTFFLSTMPF this time more towards the field, as he's not that far behind Mari this time. Bit further ahead, infected with a bit more speed, joining his teammate. And Lukki trying to get in between them, as we see Bad also coming from behind. But Lukki now with more speed, different lines that give him even more speed, trying to attack Mari, going really low there, really low airtime. Can he catch up? He has more speed by the looks of it, similar lines, but I think Mari defended. Let's have a look. Where are the other JUT drivers? Purple is behind the field, trying to infect it, and Purple going for the safe win. Let's count the points. It will be a point for EBS. So EBS got the first point, making a 3-1 in round 5. And yeah, we will see where this match will be going. As we see EBS now coming back with, I think there was some slight mistakes for JUT in the start, giving EBS the advantage. But we will see. Let's have a look at Bat, what he is doing this round. Going for the S40 a bit later. Mari, no, not Mari. Who was it? Infected already out of the mix as he went for the wall strat. All the JUT drivers making it though. We're still back seat driving with Bad to see what he does. Little late SD there, but no problem. Different line, low airtime there. Not that high of a line. A bit more airtime than Lukki, going not that deep into the turn. Making all clean so far. Surely there will not be a mistake in the end. Lukki still in first position. What is Bad going to do? He also finishes, but the other JUT drivers finish as well, as Mari also made a mistake, and it will be another point for JUT, making it 4-1. And Lukki improving his local time by 22 thousandths of a second. And yeah, we will see where this will end up. 4-1 is standing into round 7. We had one draw so far. Let's have a look at Mari, what she is driving. Strong start so far, going really inside, avoiding the wall, missing an SD there, or starting it really late. Yeah, that is of course the speed disadvantage, as she's now being overtaken by KRTFFLSTMPF. Oh no, she tries to fight back, but does a mistake and is out of the round. Let's have a look at Infected. He is behind KRTFFLSTMPF and Lukki, trying to get to the top 2. All other drivers already failed, and if no major mistakes happens from both JUT drivers, this will be a round for JUT. I believe they could even take the safe and still have a 1-2. But either way, they just need to finish one in first position. It's a 1-2 for JUT, again making it 5-1 in round 7. So JUT just needs to win 2 more rounds, and they have the first match point. Oh well, they have the first map 1 in the sole match, making it overall 1-0. But we will see whether EBS can defend or not. Infected already with a mistake is out. Let's see what Bad does. It's a bit behind. Don't know what happened in the start. It's also a bit slower. Getting all the SDs. Actually, I'm on the wrong window here. Let's open OBS. There we are. Is behind Purple and KRTFFLSTMPF in 3rd and 4th. Going really close there. Bit less airtime. Interesting line. Overall, good as these, trying to get more speed to catch up to the rest of the pack, going really low there. Mari as well. Oh, Bad risking it like there is nothing to it, but Mari doing a mistake, and now it's again the whole JUT squad still in a mix, but only Bad trying to get into that. But he will not be able to deny the further point for JUT, making it 6-1, and JUT has the match point after round 8, and then and they can seal it in round 9. So we're just waiting a couple of seconds, and we are live into the first match point, going to JUT. We're still going to have a look at Bad as he's a bit behind currently at the start. We don't know what we will see. I think that was infected again, going for the wall strat out of the match, leaving his teammates alone to defend the win, or the Brazil against Evo, about slower. Bad going strong, trying to get in. Bad is out of the mix. Let's have a look at Mari. Where is Mari? Mari also out. Is Bad still in? No. Is Infected is out. It's just the youth drivers driving. They just need to finish. They can make it clean, and it will be the Brazil against EBS on Spring Day. And the first map goes to JUT. I think at this point it's safe to say no one will make any mistake. They can just drive into into the safe fin. Lukki actually doing some yeah, stunts there, but it's a win for JUT on the first match, making it 7-1 and 1-0 overall. We'll see what happens on Triumph, whether JUT can seal it. Driving 0.2 behind his PP, or not even 0.2, maybe 0.12 from his PP in the warm-up. So yeah, good luck, have fun to the drivers. We are going to spec purple now for this round. Strong start, Infected going really inside there, everyone surviving so far. 6:13 into that wall here, that's decent speed. 6:51 into this small cake, also very good speed, but all the other drivers are also keeping up. Now let's see, the JUT guys are overtaking the EBS guys on the inside, but EBS trying to defend with different lines. Now that's a very important section. Bad going for a really light, wide line, making it safe, trying to extract more speed out of the SD there, but doesn't seem to be able to do that. Kartoffelstampf and Leguit currently in 1-2. Infected trying to deny that. Purple joins the game. Infected now in second position, but followed by all the JUT drivers, and that's the first point for JUT, and that was a good round. It was really close. So first map and second map, first point goes to JUT. Showing again to EBS, hey, we are also fast on this map, as no one did a mistake. And yeah, as Tunnel writes in chat, saugen Jungs. Saugen, saugen, saugen. Yeah, again, purple decent speed into the wall. Let's have a look at Bad. Where is he currently battling with Kartoffelstampf and Leguit. Marian Infected this time a bit further ahead. Kartoffelstampf again trying to overtake on the inside, has more speed by the looks of it. Purple still strong in first position. Leguit now overtaking Bad. Different lines through the wall here. The JUT drivers, Leguit and Kartoffelstampf, a bit more overslide there, losing a bit of speed. Bad maintaining his momentum, but Purple still in second. Bad trying to join, but does a slight mistake. Leguit pulling ahead. And who's this point going to? It will be a point for... it's a point for EBS. Make it a 1-1. So round 3 is another round where they can get the advantage, as EBS just made it equal level again. Infected again, really inside line. Getting also a lot of speed there. Let's have a look what Infected does. There he is. 675 or 657, 677 into this turn over here. Purple is behind, also trailed by Leguit. Now Kartoffelstampf. They're trying for the attack. Infected 803 into this wall. I know you can't really see something here in this match, in this view, but let's just see what Infected does. Purple getting closer though. Let's actually have a look at Purple. Oh, what's the distance? Leguit with the overspeed overtaking his teammate, and it will be a point for JUT, making it 2-1 in round 3. Moving up to round 4, we will see whether EBS can make it equal level again, or whether JUT can extend their lead, or whether it will be a draw and we will stay like that. And we're live. I quickly have to take a sip of water, and then I'm right back with you. Gotta stay hydrated. The wall is talking to him, exactly. So let's have a look at Mari and see what she does. We've seen the U drivers overtake in the next upcoming section, this Magnetus D here, and then this left-hander where there are more inside this time. The U drivers seem to be a bit behind though, Bad and Infected in first and second. Mari going for a really wide line for more direct entry into the wall, but Kartoffelstampf and Purple more speed out of that wall. Now for the attack, Purple does a mistake and full span Mari again. Currently Infected and Bad in a 1-2 situation. Can they keep it though? We don't know, we will see, and they can. It's another point for EBS, making it 2-2 again in round 4. It's a lot closer on this map than we've seen on the previous map. Of course, all drivers practice this one again. Drove it twice in rounds in the official matches, and yeah, we will see. Then Purple also going even more inside than Infected, getting also more speed, but Mari now overtaking her teammates. Different lines there, more speed than Infected, trying to overtake or trying to attack on Purple. Now Purple defending with a more inside line, more speed. I think we just seen Infected drop out. Where is he? No, Infected is still in. Let's have a look. Kartoffelstampf and Leguit are behind with a bit more speed by the looks of it though. Let's see whether they can get even closer or not. Bad is already out of talking as he's behind Leguit, but has more speed a bit, but he will not have the advantage towards the finish. It will be Purple first, Kartoffelstampf second, and Leguit fifth, making it another point for JUT 3-2 in round 5. And Purple driving a 51.387. It could even be a PB. Let's have a quick look. What time Purple had? Oh no, that's not a PB. Purple has a 51.1 driven 17 hours ago, so he can drive faster than that. Let's have a look at Infected. More speed by the looks of it into this wall, into this turnover, but different line. Leguit overtaking on the inside. Infected taking it really safe. They're Bad with a lot of airtime. Setting up differently for this wall. Infected going a bit more inside, a bit wider, has to overslide in the wall a bit. Doesn't really have the speed advantage on his teammate or on Purple. Let's make this here. Purple seems to have gotten it pretty decent. Infected and Bad second, third position, followed by the rest of the JUT drivers, but it's another point for JUT, making it 4-2. The match score is 1 for JUT and 0 for EBS, and you see the score on this round in the top there, 4-2 for JUT currently. And Imported, welcome to the chat, my guy. I hope you're doing all right. So round number 7, Infected this time going really inside. Let's have a look at the back. Let's up to Bad. Bad is out. Infected still in. Let's see. Kartoffelstampf is following his teammates Leguit and Purple, who are hunting down Infected. Purple more inside line, higher line in this wall transition there. Kartoffelstampf with more speed. Mari also behind. Will she be able to catch up? No, she's far behind. Infected going strong and safe in the first position. We will see whether the JUT drivers can catch up or whether it will be a 1 for EBS and all the JUT drivers and then EBS again. It looks like it. It's another point for JUT, making it 5-2. And Infected driving a 51.181 in rounds. That's a really nice time. And yeah, those are sick rounds. JUT again 2 points away, or 2 rounds away from winning this map again. But the Brazil has already been avoided by EBS. As we see, I think Bad drop out already. Again, no, Bad is still... Who did drop out? Wait, did Infected drop out? Infected dropped out. So we have, again, 2 EBS drivers driving against the whole squad of JUT. Kartoffelstampf no overtaking Mari as she doesn't have the speed. Bad battling with Purple and Leguit. Purple with a different line in the wall, trying to get more speed to get back onto Bad, but he loses some speed there. I don't know whether that was intended or not. Kartoffelstampf doesn't look like he had the SD there. Now basically inside purple, Bad trying to get into first position, but being currently catched up by Kartoffelstampf, and that's really close, but it's another point for JUT, making it 6-2, and another match point for JUT on the second map. And it could be, if the stars fall right, because I'm not that clever with the leaderboard and stuff, that if they win this round now, they could already have secured their place for the playoffs, but I'm not sure if they could gone really wide there. Let's see whether that lost some speed or not. He is behind his team, his teammate Mari. Leguit a different line into that turnover, but the whole JUT squad is behind 2/3 of the EBS squad and seems to be faster. So yeah, we'll see. With 2 wins, yeah, I'm not that clever with the leaderboard, but if you say no, then no. So yeah, JUT looking like they can secure this fifth position overall in the leaderboard then, as we currently see Kartoffelstampf and Purple going for 1-2, making it 7-2. Purple also driving 51-171 in rounds. That's a nice time and a GG. What do you mean, Weapons, you're playing for? Interesting. So JUT already won this match against EBS with a 2-0 overall. We'll see. Cake, injury, I don't know, magic going on there. But yeah, these drivers have practiced it for this match, so we will see what happens as we are live with the first round on the Chroma map. Infected and Bad going for a decent start. Retro slightly behind, now being joined by Lukki. And Mari now overtaking everyone except Infected. Going for a bit more airtime now, basically wheel to wheel. Retro trying to get into that, but Infected and Mari still going strong. Bad with the more inside line. Gets more speed out of that, but has a different line there, more airtime. Oops, sorry. Mari being able to set herself apart from the rest of the field. Retro still in second position. This tube doesn't really change anything position-wise, and it will be the first point for EBS. Yeah. So they currently make it 0-1 for EBS. And yeah. Yeah, no breaker. But of course, brakes shouldn't be used in full speed. So yeah, this time Lukki with a strong start. Let's have a look at Infected. He's behind Bad. And I think Mari already dropped out. No, she didn't, but she's just behind. Infected now dropping out. Mari different line through here. The whole squad of JUT still in the mix. As Bad currently has to fight off Lukki. Bad with a bit more airtime, but a more direct line, losing some speed now. Lukki being able to capitalize on that and takes the lead out of this wall. Now this transition here executed cleanly by Lukki. Let's have a look. Bad is out, and it will be a win for JUT, making it a 1-2 with Lukki and Retro, and then Mari in third, making it a 1-1. Lukki singt im Voice Chat, der wird doch PayPalt. Okay, so what? Interesting. We already seen, I think, who was it? Was it a Retro? Already clipped somewhere, is now very slow and behind. Too many cocktails. He is 16. How? Okay, interesting. Infected going strong behind Lukki. Still in front, seems to be equal speed. Mari in third, then followed by, oh, now overtaken by Carbon. She's also decently behind Carbon now. if they finish in that configuration, it will be a draw, as I think Retro DNF'd. Yes, he did. So yeah, it's a draw, leaving it 1-1 in round 3. 2 because he's 60. Wait, what? Okay, interesting. So into round 4, we had again a draw, leaving it at 1-1. And this time, let's have a look at the Retro guy. Different lines through the start, not going that high, losing a bit of speed compared to the other drivers. More inside here as we see some driver, I think it was infected, glitching out a bit. Some internet stuff. Retro now decently behind, as all of the EBS drivers, okay, that was infected, dropping out there. And yeah, it's now 2 of the EBS drivers are fighting against the whole JUT squad. Let's have a look at Lukki as he's okay. He is out. Mari in first with bad in contention for this finish, and no, bad also dropped out. It's it's another point for JUT, making it 2-1 in round 4. Yeah. I don't know what happened to Bad, but he must have clipped somewhere. We haven't seen it. So, yeah, let's have a look at Bad. Decent start. Lukki with a bit of grip loss there, but still in front. Bad with the more inside line. More aggressive approach into this wall, but stays in front. 692 into this tube. Decent speed. And stays in front. Let's have a look at Infected. Did he just drop out? Bad just dropped out the moment I went off his cam. So, okay. We have Mari and Infected driving for EBS again against the whole squad of JUT. And yeah, JUT just needs to finish, as they also leave behind teammates by the name of Carbon. So this is a win for JUT, making it 3-1 in round 5. And I don't know, is it Cast's curse or what's happening? Because I'm not even saying something is going good or not. I don't know. So just normal mistakes. Let's move this down again. Let's have a look at Lukki, as he had strong times, also being consistent. A bit higher there, gains more speed, has a very good approach into this wall, stays ahead of the field. Let's see a bit of the action behind. Bad and Infected now trying to get towards Lukki. Infected with a bit more speed. Carbon now gaining on Bad. Bad with the really inside line. Has to cancel the SD though. Now Infected and Bad are in front. Bad again, bit wider line there, but also a bit more airtime. Carbon with the overspeed just coming out of nowhere. Now in front of Bad. Can he get to Infected though? He has more speed. Carbon, that was just a I can't speak anymore. Infected out. Carbon now in front. Then Bad, then Lukki, then Retro. It's another point for JUT, making it 4-1. Now I found out what was just internet started there from Carbon. So no need to worry about it, but we've seen Infected dropping out again. Let's have a look at Retro. Oh, we already have a look at Retro. Let's have a look at Carbon. Is behind in the start, overtaking Infected and Bad now. Different entries into that wall. Carbon with a bit earlier exit. I think that was Retro clipping the wall there. Let's have a look. Is Retro still driving? Retro is still driving, so it has to be Mari who dropped out. Yes, Mari dropped out, as she hugged the wall a little too hard. And now we see Retro and Bad battling it out. Well, it was really close by Retro, also almost clipping the wall there, as he now gains on his teammate Carbon. They're basically side by side or inside each other, going into that wall here. Infected now the only driver for EBS remaining. It will be a JUT 1, then an EBS 2, and yeah, that's a strong time driven by Retro in rounds 53.1. My PB is a 53.95, so it's a nice time. And yeah, it's 5-1 for JUT again. They are setting up the Brazil again, like we've seen on the first match. Just 2 more rounds to be won by JUT, and they make it not a clean 3-0 sweep, but 2 results, and 1 7-2 is also pretty decent. Different lines infected now on the attack I can't speak in the attack on Lukki, overtaking him now, going down a bit while earlier, overslides there, Retro trying to get in front of Bad, Lukki now overtaking infected back again, has more speed, loses the advantage now, still survives that transition to Retro now in first, followed by Bad and Mari. And it will be a point for EBS, denying the Brazil, making it 5-2. And it's 53.0. That's a nice time by Retro, driven in rounds. He just improved. Nice. So, round number 9 with a standing of 5-2. With 1 draw in between, infected with a decent start. We will have a look at Bad as he's in front of Mari and Carbon, and behind Retro and Lukki. Lukki currently in the attack on infected. Different lines infected, a bit more inside, Lukki more outside, trying to get more speed. Bad this time, being able to carry DSD through. Retro more inside line, overtaking Bad. Bad with a bit airtime there, but we will see where Retro will end up. Lukki getting closer inch by inch on infected. Bad also trying to get into that, but Lukki seems to be in front of infected now. Let's see, where's Retro? Retro and Carbon behind Bad, and this is another point for JUT, making it 6-2. The match point again on the side of JUT, and 253.0. That's strong performance by the drivers. So match point for JUT in round 10. Infected going really inside there on the start. Also inside here gets a little bit more airtime, and the outside line for this entry here, Mari and Bad in the first and second position, followed by Lukki, Infected, and Retro. And in last position we have Carbon. The first 4 drivers now setting themselves apart as Carbon overtakes his teammate. We will have a look at Infected, who's trying to get in front of Lukki, who is behind his teammate, the Bad. And it looks like Lukki can defend with a bit more overspeed in different lines. But this wall, there was a slight mistake by Lukki and a big mistake by Infected. Let's have a look at Mari as she joins her teammate Bad in the 1-2 position, making it 6-3. And a 52.9 in rounds. So just nice times overall in this match. So again, JUT still has the match point, but EBS delaying it a bit. And we will see what will happen in this round. Can JUT make it stick now? Although they already won the overall matches, the overall match with a 2-0. We will see whether they can make it a 3-0 in this round now or in the next round. They still have 4 rounds to do it though, so no need to pressure at all, just make it safe. Hope that the EBS drivers are making a mistake. As we see, Mari going really strong against her teammate Infected, overtaking it now, has really decent speed. Currently EBS drivers in a 1-2-3 position. Let's have a look at Bad, currently battling with Lukki. Bad is out. Infected, what is he driving? Carbon is in the mix, Mari out. Infected now the only driver for JUT as Carbon overtakes him now. And it's the win for JUT, making it 3-0 overall with a 7-1, 7-2, and 7-3 in the maps. And that's a GG. Congrats to JUT on this win. And yeah, let's have a look. Okay, so if I've learned something now,